Batman Mask of the Phantasm does an immaculate job of showing how much Bruce burdens himself with his responsibilities as Batman. I mean, just look at this scene. Bruce is literally on his knees in the middle of the night in a cemetery during a thunderstorm apologizing to his parents. And you know what he's apologizing for? He's apologizing because he might have found happiness. In Mask of the Phantasm, we get a glimpse into the early years of the Bruce from Batman the Animated Series, starting off his career as the Dark Knight. And while he's prepared to begin his life of brooding solitude protecting Gotham, but then he falls in love with a woman named Andrea and he begins to question whether he wants the responsibility of being Batman or if he's willing to let go of his past to build a happy life. What I find so interesting about this is just the idea that he could find happiness completely disrupts his plan. Bruce at this stage views his life as having ended with his parents in that alleyway. He views his mission of protecting Gotham, of dispensing justice, of avenging his parents as the only thing he has left in life. So much that finding something to live for outside of that mission sends him into an existential crisis. And it shows not just how much the weight of his parents' death burdens him, but also how in a way he might not think that he deserves happiness. He might not even think it's possible that he can have it to begin with. He's willing to allow his life as Batman to completely consume him. But just like with any of my favorite versions of Batman, Bruce is eventually proven wrong about this. Bruce thought that he had nothing left but a life of solitude, but he builds a family. He makes friends, he goes on adventures, he feels fulfillment in the way that he helps people. And that's not to say that everything goes well. In fact, some things go catastrophically wrong. But by the end of everything, Bruce's life wasn't only sorrow and misery. Bruce does find his own moments of happiness and fulfillment. He wouldn't have been able to do that unless he opened himself up to the people around him in his own, unique way. He might not have gone in thinking it was possible, and he might not have realized it happened until much later. But being Batman didn't have to only be a burden. It was hell, sure, but it was also ultimately fulfilling for him. I don't know, I'm always just a fan of seeing Bruce grow as a person like this. Love some character development, but let me know what you think.